What's up, guys? Welcome back to 7-Star Tactical. My name is Jay, and today we're going to be taking a look at something completely different from what we normally do. You may notice we're also rocking the 511 Commando kilt. We're going to be trying this out this summer for some hiking, get some breeze up under there for the boys, make me much cooler because I tend to overheat when I'm hiking in the heat. But that's not what the video is about today, though. Let's go inside and take a look. This is the Sauer P365 9mm subcompact pistol. This is my personal carry piece. She's empty. She's got no magazine. Done a video about this before. Probably my favorite carry piece ever. It's just so compact and light, and it holds so many rounds. It's great. I love it. You may have noticed there's been an ammo shortage this year. How does one practice during an ammo shortage and keep up the skills one has learned? Well, I sort of found a nice compromise. This is the Sauer P365. What's the difference here? Oh, this one's got a... Is this the manual safety version? Sort of. This one is also empty. Weird. So you bought another 9mm, Jay, to get over the 9mm ammo shortage? How's that working out for you? Not quite. So this is the Sauer P365 air gun. You can't ride it or it doesn't go forward. It's just like you're not supposed to ride regular slides. If you don't pull this all the way back, it doesn't go all the way forward. So this was a Christmas gift from my wife. I asked for this so that I could continue to practice. I have tendinitis in both upper and lower tendons on my right arm, so I can't really shoot anything anyway. It hurts. I gotta wait for that to heal. I also had hernia surgery this winter, so I wasn't really able to go out and do very much. So this is a nice compromise to deal with all of that garbage. So this is the same weight, same size, same pretty much everything except for you don't have that funny attachment thing on the bottom here. It says SIG on it. It says P365. Alright, the only difference, and you can't even tell when it's closed. The only way you can tell is if you look down the barrel. Obviously you can see the brass BB barrel in there. And then if you open the slide, obviously instead of the chamber you're expecting, you've got this weird brass BB barrel coming out here. It does have 3-dot sights. These are not night sights. This is a $100 air gun, so they're not giving you X-ray sights with that. It does have a manual safety. Just like all the manual safeties in my life, I don't use it, but it's there. You can lock the slide back, just like on a real pistol. It does tend to stick though if you don't pull it all the way back and let it go forward. So yeah, doing slide lock reloads is a bit iffy, as it doesn't like to close with that. But it has all the same functions. Got magazines. We got a spare magazine. These fit in just the way that a normal magazine fits in a SIG. So let's take this thing out and shoot a little bit. I'll show you what it's like. Alright, so we're about 7 yards from our target downrange. It's actually a pistol target. We're going to take some shots with the P365 air gun. Put on our eye protection. The holster didn't want to stay in my belt. It locks open. Well, the magazine does not want to drop out today. Don't know why. Let's do another magazine before I take it inside to reload it, because I only have two. They're not that expensive, but CO2 is also hard to find this year. Again, it works just like a pistol. Pull the slide back, let it go. Jams just like a pistol sometimes too. How's it? Yeah, they dropped out during the winter, but not so much now. Maybe they've expanded a bit or something due to the heat, but we'll reload it and we'll take another try here. Alright, so to change the CO2 cartridges on these, I'm just going to take this massive Allen wrench that comes with it. Goes right in the bottom of the magazine. And then you just take this off. Obviously counterclockwise, because lefty-loosey. It's not a Russian gun. Just take your spent CO2 cartridge, dispose of this as applicable. You take a new, while the old one rolls onto the table again. You take a new CO2 cartridge out of your, give me the CO2 cartridge. You take a new CO2 cartridge out of the box. Throw the old one across the room so it doesn't come back this time. So you're just going to insert this in here. Goodness. There we go. Once you get that started, stick in your Allen wrench a little ways. You're going to hear it hiss a little bit and then it'll stop. So again, just on the bottom of your magazine, just going to unthread this cap. Take the old one, dispose, take the new one. You can see that's new. If you've never shot BB guns, you can see this one's used because it's got a hole in the top, and this one's new because there's no hole. Because there's a pin up here. Yeah, focused on it for a second. There's a pin at the bottom of the magazine here, well, the top of the magazine really, that's going to pierce this once we screw this in enough. And once you go through all that pain, honestly, I think they should have just had a cap here with a latch that you could unlatch and then latch, and then maybe if you need to screw it in tighter or something, because this is a real pain to get started by hand. But again, you're just going to screw this in until you hear it pierce the top. And then just tighten it up. And it'll stop leaking. Alright, so to load these, you'll notice on the front you've got this little tab here. So if you can get a hold of that with your nail, you can pull that tab all the way down, and then it locks in on the bottom here in a little notch. So that compresses your spring, which gives you room to load BBs. Which I drop all over the place. So you kind of just drop them in the top here. Now there's a little piece here that you can move out of the way. You're supposed to hold this down with, I don't know, a screwdriver or something. I found that's just a pain in the butt. It's just much easier to just kind of push it in there behind it and drop it in. I've got my Diablo coffee mug here, which I don't use these kind of coffee mugs, but it's too cool to throw away. I love the Diablo video game. So I just store my BBs that I've dropped all over in there, and then just one at a time, just kind of drop them all over. And that one hit the floor. You see, just kind of push them in there and they fall in there. I pick that one up, stick it in there. The good thing is you can see right in this front of the magazine, we've got 6 in there. These little BBs don't like my fingers, or my fingers don't like these little BBs. Alright, so we got 10 in there now. Then you just kind of flick this over, and I just hold my finger over the top, and it pushes it. Just kind of let it go gently up there. It's usually a little bit easier, but I'm working around my camera now, so good job. Alright, again, we're about 7 yards from here. And the nice thing is you can practice in your backyard without having to use expensive 9mm ammo. You might have a little trouble finding CO2 cartridges. I got mine in Brevard when we were on vacation this winter for our annual New Year's hike, but we found some, and BBs are pretty easy to find. So again, it's pretty easy to pull this out, practice double taps. You might have to flick it a little to get the thing to come out. That's it. It's pretty cool. It's an inexpensive way to keep practicing when there's an ammo shortage. Because this is the same dimension and weight and everything as a real SIG P365 pistol, it also fits in any holster that you may have for the P365. So I don't have a light on it, and I just have an old holster I think I bought from Etsy when I first got my 365 until I made mine. But you can see that this locks in there, doesn't come out, just like a real 365. In fact, if I take my holster, mine's a light bearing holster, but you can see it still fits in the holster, just the gun. So you can practice with this from your regular holster as well. Practice draws and reloads. Okay, definitely losing velocity now. I think I've shot it. It's like four or five times on this reload of CO2. It's definitely losing velocity. I saw that last BB bounce off the target, so it's probably about all you get. I'm gonna blame some of those pulled off shots on the massive wind out today. It is very windy out today. Some of that's probably my fault. Some of that's definitely because of the wind is blowing everything a little bit to the right here. But you can see we've done some damage to the center of the circle I drew there. We have some flyers out here a little bit. They probably would still be at the edge of the circle, but I think they're a little farther out because of how the wind is. That was definitely me. I pulled that shot. Guys, thanks so much for all the likes and subscribes. We're almost halfway through our goal for this year, and we're not halfway through the year yet, so we're doing pretty good. Keep it up. Hopefully we'll reach our goals. Maybe someday we'll get Demolition Ranch to invite us to Texas to blow some shit up. Thanks for all the love, and we'll see you here next time on 7 Star Tactical. Thanks for all the like. Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to 7 Star Tactical.
Take two.
Cut.